What you guys, got another video here for you. In this one we're going to be taking a look at 8 cool extensions for your Chrome browser. So let's get started. Let's open up our Chrome browser here. Now these are in no particular order, I'm just going to pick these at random. So let's go into apps and then your web store here. Now the first one we're going to be taking a look at here is called Grammarly. And if you look at this one here, this is awesome if you are very poor at spelling like myself, and also poor punctuation and things like that. What this does is it basically really helps you out. So let's just add this to our extension here to our browser, and then once we've got that, we're just going to set up a quick account, and it's pretty easy to do. Now they do pro versions of this as well, but the free version works really well, and it's great if you're an article writer or if you just want to check spelling or sort of punctuation or anything like that. It really is good at picking up that sort of stuff. So let's take a look at an example here at this demo document that they've got here. As you can see, there's really poor English here and also very poor spelling, and a lot of people suffer from this because obviously we live in a computer age today where we don't use pen and paper much nowadays, and this is a really great tool for helping you fix a lot of these issues. So you can quickly look at a document and make changes. It also gives you suggestive words to change as well, for better words for that document, and I use it all the time and I find it really useful, especially for me because I'm a pretty poor speller myself, and also sometimes I use the wrong words, and this is a really great way of tidying up a document to make it look like you're a bit more educated than you really are. So let's take a look at it here. You can see it looks really nice. It's checking the document, and you can use this on emails, any sort of document on your Windows machine. So let's take a look at here another app we can look at. So we're going to go into the App Store here, and I'm just going to quickly click on apps here and then go back into the App Store, and we'll take a look at another one. So another one we're going to be looking at here today is called, let's have a look here. So we've got HTTPS. This is another great a plugin that you can use for your browser. Now if you don't know what HTTPS is, basically it's going to keep you protected when you're surfing the web rather than just using HTTP, which we're normally used to using. So all you do is just add this to your Chrome browser by clicking on the add extension. Once you've got that, I'll take you to the website and I'll show you an example here. Now without going into great detail, you can search for HTTPS and find out what it actually does and what it actually is, rather than me explain it in this whole video. But if you look at the top here, we have a little plugin here now called Enable HTTPS Everywhere. I'm just going to disable that for now and then go to our website here and show you exactly what happens. So if I type in here http:// and then bbc.co.uk, you can see the page will load perfectly fine, but you're not secure, and it's not got the HTTPS in front of it, so you're unsecure here. Now if you're doing other websites, you're best to use this particular plugin because it's really good for making sure that all websites are now HTTPS. So let me just quickly enable this, and then we're going to do the same website again. You don't have to put the S in, it will do it automatically, and there you go, we're on a secure website now, and all our data is being protected, and it's much more secure to use, and it's a free little extension that you can use. So let's go on to number 3 here and move on to this next one. This is called Traffic Light. This is by Bitdefender, and I find this much more better nowadays than the Web of Trust, which is another one that you can use. So I'm just going to load up Traffic Light here. If you don't know what Traffic Light is, it basically protects you when you're surfing the web. You can see I'll have like a traffic light system, green, amber and red, which means obviously they're risky sites when they're amber and red. And like I said, it keeps you safe when you're surfing the web. It's not 100% safe, but when you're doing a search here, as you can see, I'll do a search for cracks or cracked software or something like that, and what will happen is it will try to detect some bad sites, and you can see the little ticks down the side, the little green ticks. That means these sites have been checked and they're okay. And of course when you go and find a bad one, it will either be amber or red, and you can read up about it before you click on that site. So you can see here, this is a free crack software, FCS. So let's just click on that red. You don't even have to click on it, it will tell you what it is. It's a phishing site basically, so stay away from that. And that's exactly how this works. So it's a really decent bit of kit to keep you safe when you're surfing the web, as long as you know how to work it. It's pretty straightforward. So the next one we're going to take a look at is WebTrust here. I'm not going to install this, but this is another one that works in a similar way. The thing I find wrong with WebTrust is that basically a lot of people now have been putting false claims about sites, and it's become a little bit because it's community run, and I just don't like the way that works. It even had my site on there flagged at one point, and I had to get them to reduce it, and it was because of one person was flagging my site because of some reason I don't know. So let's move on to the next one, and the next one is Chrome Remote Desktop. Now this is another little useful tool if you've got family members or anyone like that you want to quickly remote in and fix their computer. You can do it straight through your browser by using Chrome Remote Desktop. It's really useful to use, and there is other ones out there. You can see how simplistic it is. It's very easy, and basically you give them a number, they give you a number, vice versa, and you can connect to each other's computer. And you can see the icon now right in the apps area here. And you can see it's just waiting for authorization, and you could be talking to that person over the phone and it will allow you to connect in. Now there's TeamViewer and there's other ones like that as well, but this one is a nice little add-on for your browser. Okay, let's move on to another one. This is called the Camelizer, and this is another useful little one if you want to check out prices. So if you are always buying stuff on Amazon and things like that, then this is a really must-have little tool, because it will tell you exactly what the prices are like and how they've been fluctuating over the course of that time. Now you can see here supported retailers are Amazon US, UK, DE, FR, and all those other sites that you see listed there. So let me just do a quick search for some headphones here, and I'll give you an example how this works. It's pretty straightforward, and basically I'm just going to look for, say, these headphones here in no particular order. You can see these are already on sale, and we're just going to click on the Camelizer up the top, and this will then load up some information about this product and about the data, and you can see it gives you a full graph here of exactly the third-party sellers, used, new, and on Amazon, and it tells you the lowest price and the highest price and the current price, and it will tell you when that happened, in what year, and how it's fluctuated and how it's gone up or down. So you can buy it at its best time, and you can put in there some details and create a price watcher, so when it does drop you can then get a notification and then purchase those headphones at a much cheaper price. So it's a really useful little bit of a kit to have on your browser, especially if you use Amazon a lot like I do, and I find it very, very useful. And I like the way that the graphs show you the amount of money that you can save if you buy it at a certain particular time. Now, keeping on that same topic, we're going to go to Invisiblehand. This is another great little tool that I found for your browser, especially if you use Amazon a lot. And I'm just going to quickly install this, and I'll show you how this works. Basically, you put this onto your browser, same thing, add an extension. You can disable and remove these if you want to. And if you use Amazon a lot, say for instance you're searching for a particular item, we're just going to put Bose speakers here, and I'm just going to click on one of these. Doesn't really matter what you look at, whether it be speakers or any sort of technical gadget, anything really. So you can see we've got a price here of £149.95. We can go up to the top here for the Invisiblehand. It will then load up this little screen, compare prices, and it's giving us 8 prices. And you can see it's surfed the area on the internet and try to find the cheapest price, and it's found one there for £140. Now again, there's free shipping on that, so you're going to save yourself £9.95. And sometimes you're going to get big savings, and sometimes you're not going to get any savings at all, because that is the best price that you can possibly get. So you can do your research. It's a really handy tool if you're after saving a few quid, and because money's tight sometimes and you have, every penny counts, so saving those little extra few quid does help over the long run, especially if you buy a lot of products over the years. So you can see here, we'll just do another search here for some speakers, £89.95, and you can see you can get these for £74 right there, and it also has free shipping, so you can also save the money. So Amazon is not always the best option. You just need to do your research and use something like this, and it will take you to that site, and again you can then purchase them. Pretty straightforward and easy to do. Very, very useful gadget to have on your browser. So let's move on to another one here. This is a really cool little tool, and I use these sort of tools a lot, especially as when I'm creating tutorials and stuff like that. And this is called Evernote Web Clipper. And if you're into taking snippets of the web and saving them for later, articles and stuff like that, and you like to read up on them a little bit later on when you've got some time and you've got a tablet or something like that, then this is great because it allows you to save all these, and I'll show you how it works here. So let me just load up Evernote here. So just go to this website here. I'm just going to use this as an example. There's no particular article here that I need, but I'm just going to show you and give you an example. So let's take a look here at the top right hand side. If you click on article, it puts it in a nice article format, and you can save these for later on and for later viewing or reading. You can save them. You can see simplified article, full page, and you've also got this little capture tool here, which I like, which allows you to capture something like this, and then you can also save that or make edits to that on the fly straight here without any issues. And of course this is free as well. You can change colors, zoom in, zoom out. You've got all the little tools here, crop, master tool, and there's some even some stamp tool here, and there's also some other bits like little arrows. You can point an arrow to something if you wanted to show someone an example of what you're actually talking about. Sometimes it's very difficult, and you can point a little arrow there, and also you can add a little speech on there if you want to do a bit of text and just go look at this or whatever you want to say. So let's just quickly put this in here just to show you, and there you go. And it's that simple, and this is a free little gadget you can install on your browser. Very, very useful. I like it a lot and use it a lot, and this is just a simple way of saving stuff as well, like that. So let's move on to another one, and we're going to go back into the App Store here. LastPass is another one that people always mention, and with good reason, because obviously keeping all your passwords safe and encrypted is very important, because if you lose your passwords and stuff, writing them down on a piece of notepad or something like that is really unsafe. Anyone can pick that up, but putting them into LastPass and keeping that key onto a USB key, which is very cheap, and you can keep it on your person, that would mean that only the person that plugs in that USB key and also has the decryption part will be able to view all your passwords. Very, very safe and secure. I've used this for a long time, and it's very worth having. All you need to do is set up your account and go next. They do have paid versions as well if you're more of a heavy user, but the free version works pretty well. And it will just load in here, and there you go. Now you can put in all your passwords securely. I like to personally save them to a file on my USB flash drive rather than having them on the computer, and that way they're never ever attached to the computer at all. It's always on my person, and that's very useful for something like that. But as you can see here, secure notes, form fills and stuff like that. Very useful bit of kit this, and if you're not using anything like this right now, you should be doing it, especially in today's world. So another one is called Unshorten.it, and this is another useful one for security. As you can see here, basically what this does, many people use short links nowadays. Adding this to your browser is really going to save you a lot of time and also keep you nice and secure, especially if you get a link from someone and you don't know where it's going to. Basically you click on that link and that could be it. You could be infected or anything like that. So let me just show you how this works. I'll just go onto the internet here, and you can see a short link here. This is a short link I found on the internet. If you click on this, push enter, it will take you to this Google Docs place, and of course if you wanted to download this file, you click on this download link that someone sent you, and all of a sudden the file will come down, and guess what, you're going to get infected. And that's as easy as that. And you can see Bitdefender traffic light has blocked this also, this page, and saying it's dodgy, and you can say get me out of here, and you can see the fireware still dropped on the system. But that's how easily it is to get infected nowadays if you're not careful. Let me give you another example here. This is a short link here used for Amazon, and also what it will do is it will take you to the Unshorten.it website, and it will load up the information there, give you all the information about Web of Trust, tell you whether it's a trustworthy site. You can see the image here, what it's showing you, where that link will take you to. So if it's a porn site or dodgy site like that you don't want to go to, then you can just refuse to go there and you're not going to get any problems. So that's a really awesome way of keeping yourself safe. I hope that you like these cool add-ons. These are 8 of them for you. My name is Brian from briteccomputers.co.uk. Have a great day. Bye for now.